realistically, what do you think in a year's time you will have done to, one, develop the economy of Zambia, but two, to address poverty and inequality?
Not much. Not much.
Before we talk about IMF, PESA, before we talk about the Chinese, we ourselves, as citizens of Zambia, we ourselves as the government, as the leadership of this new leadership of this country, send a clear message that we're here to do business and serious business. What do I mean? We are here to control frivolous expenditure, to be prudent, to make sure that we understand that resources are scarce and they ought to be utilized in a most optimal manner.
So we will leave government without money, but the Zambian people will get all the benefits. That we must make very clear. We are your servants, we listen to you. But finally, and most importantly, to those of you charged with the task of managing these resources, please don't let the people of Zambia down. There is a saying I used 2 days ago, I'll use it again. Ubomba muibala, alia muibala, batabati lati uye nembe utokumu.
Tell me, which minister is mentioned there? Ask them, which unit did you refer this matter to? Financial Intelligence Center. This is a revenue matter. What has Kingsley Chanda done? This is a crime by SEC standard. That's what you do now. So Edgar Lungu is doing this. I refuse to be part of this. Good.
Why do you think 10 senior, 20 senior, 50 senior members of UPND want to go to DMMU only? They have seen the one who was at DMMU building mansions at the expense of vulnerable children who are not in school. Their assumption is that this is the time to go there and be like that individual. Icona man. Icona. No. We have to make DMMU a noble function, not a platform to take resources away from the people of Zambia. And even if it means I offend my colleagues in the UPND, I am going to offend you to correct the country. Get a job of DMMU leader to save the people when they're in disaster, not to enrich yourself. That is a culture which was beginning to be accepted and cherished. And it's the same culture leading my own members demonizing me now. I stand by what Kambela said. We seek public office to serve the people.
The boss is back. Hakainde will never see this motorcade. You will never see this motorcade, Hakainde. Hakainde, you will never see this motorcade. These guys will never escape.
Era kare bwangu sana. Neolela ndane bochola boy. Second commander Copper Belts. PF kudiba boss ba GBM.
In just over a year, you'll be going into an election. It's not a lot of time for you to achieve much, but realistically, what do you think in a year's time you will have done to, one, develop the economy of Zambia, but two, to address poverty and inequality?
Not much. Not much.
So you think you will win the next election?
Certainly I'm winning.
Now, why was the last election so narrow if you're as confident as you are of a win?
You see, I was naive. I was coming in unaware of the strategy my colleagues had, which strategy will show you by looking at the voting pattern that it was regional, not only regional, but in some cases tribal.
How is your relationship with Dr. Scott now, after what happened in the run-up to the election?
I don't drink with him.
He's not your friend?
I think he was an acquaintance in the party. A friend is somebody you can drink with.